Some they hustle, some they walk. Everybody wants to be boss.
Go. Hey, welcome to NSF UK TV, where we talk about everything to do with NSF UK. For those of you who don't know what NSF stands for, NSF stands for Nigerian Schools Foundation. And with me today, I have Vicky Olu-Osifeso. Vicky is the head of Youth Engagement at NSF UK. We'll let her introduce herself. How are you, Vicky? It's good to have you.
Yeah, hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Vicky Olu-Osifeso, and I am the head of the Youth Engagement, NSF Youth Engagement um, team, and I'm also the rep for Holy Child College UK, and we are members of NSF. And just here to just talk to you briefly about what the youth engagement does and an up and coming competition, which is our flagship that everybody who is a member. And if you're not a member and you want to join, you know how to join, you know who to contact. But basically, it's just to let you know what the youth engagement team does and an up and coming event. Thank
Okay,
you.
talking of flagship and events and all that, right? I know I've got this header at the top of the screen. People can see that. It says Queen's
Yeah.
Essay Competition 2023, and people are thinking, "Oh, that's what we're going to talk about." What's this about? This Queen's Essay thing? What's going on, and when is it?
Right. Okay. When I said flagship, this is a competition that NSF has been entering for the past couple of years now. I think our first entry was in 2018. So basically, the Queen's essay writing competition is a competition, is an essay writing competition that was set up in 1883, I think, in the UK, and it's a competition that facilitates all members of the Commonwealth countries, where all the students come forward to write essays on various topics, ideas, topics relating to what's going on in the public, and they can share their views through writing. And all the Commonwealth countries participate in this competition.
All right. So how does this work? I mean, okay, we are NSF UK, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we are like a confederation, or what you might call a conglomeration of alumni schools that went to school in Nigeria, right? So
Yes.
how does NSF UK participate in this, and how does it work?
Basically, in order to, because of what NSF stands for, and because we're all trying to help our alumni schools back home, we felt that it would be a competition that our schools in Nigeria can take part in. And all because we have all the reps, in NSF, they are able to engage with their schools back home and encourage them to enter this competition.
Ah,
And this is where that comes in.
so let me understand this. So the way it works is NSF schools and the schools that are represented within the alumni of NSF UK, right?
Mhm.
Those people who went to school in Nigeria, they would contact their own schools back home, right?
Yes.
And encourage them to put forward entrance into this competition, right?
Yes.
Right. So where do they pick up the forms? How does it work? How does it work in practice? Do you get
Okay.
to pick up forms, or what do you do?
Okay. So basically, I also would like to add that this is not only just the alumni schools, even us in the UK, member schools in the UK, their friends and family can actually join the competition, and any school, not necessarily an alumni member school, can join. It could be any school. So reps are encouraged to share this with on their network. So it could be any school. So that's one. And then two, what happens is that we NSF, we facilitate entry into this competition. And facilitating means that we send out flyers relating to the competition that has all the topics. We encourage reps to send this to their schools, and they get the students to write these essays, and they return it to us by a given date. NSF, well, me, my assistant, we now look at these essays, make sure that they follow the rules and regulations of what the Royal Commonwealth Society, which is organizing this Queen's Commonwealth essay, they adhere to the rules, and then we put it forward. And once that is done, um, obviously we wait for the results. And what usually happens is that by the end of September, we get to know how well students perform. So they give out awards such as gold, silver, and bronze awards. And if the essay is good, but not up to a gold, silver, and bronze award, you get a participation certificate, which is still good because you can put that on your CV to show that you actually entered this competition and you reached the required stage.
Standards. Okay, I see. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
standard. Yeah,
So,
the required
eh,
standards. Yeah,
essentially, this is organized by the Royal Commonwealth Society, right?
yeah,
And NSF UK invariably helps schools or encourages schools that are within its network to
mm,
facilitate entries from their schools back home in Nigeria. However,
yep,
it's open to all schools within the Commonwealth, right? And at
yep,
the end of it all, there is a prize given to people based what they call three levels, isn't it? You got the gold standard, the silver, and the bronze, right?
yep.
And then you also get a certificate of participation if your essays are really good, but they don't quite match up to those three standards, yes?
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic. That's interesting. So is
Okay.
there is that an
And it
entry?
doesn't end there.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
end
There's still
there
more. Okay. All right.
because
Okay.
what happens is that one winner and a runner up will be chosen from each category of awards. So basically, what you've got is you've got the junior category and you've got a senior category. And each one is awarded the gold, silver, and bronze. So what happens is they would then put all the golds in a pot and then pick out one outstanding winner and a runner up. And those winners would then be brought to London for a week of educational and cultural activities and would also result in a special awards ceremony at Buckingham Palace with the Queen. Last year it was with the Queen Consort, and the year before I think it was with Prince Charles. So the winner actually comes to the UK and they attend a lot of educational activities, and that is the price basically.
Oh, interesting. Thank you so much for that. Is there anything
Okay.
people who are interested need to know in terms of preparation? I mean, because we don't have dates yet, we don't have entry details and all that sort of thing yet. Is that correct?
Yes, we don't have anything yet. We're waiting for the actual flyer to come out in March, end of March, and
Okay.
that's where we'll get to know the topics for the essays in both in the junior and the senior category. And what I also like to stress that this essay competition is a way of helping um, our young ones share ideas, celebrate your story, and write for a better world. And each year there's always a theme to it. Last year it was our Commonwealth, so the topics related to things relating to the Commonwealth itself. It had topics asking about how best the Commonwealth can help its various countries. It had topics like um, COVID, keeping connected through COVID. It had other topics in imagining you were head of the Commonwealth nation heavily affected by COVID, and how would you address your nation? So basically, it's just enhancing your writing skills, enhancing your knowledge of the world, and also, your own ideas can be celebrated. Your stories may have ideas that can help solve the world's problems.
very, very interesting. Thank you so much, Vicky. It's been fantastic having you, and thank you for sharing some of what you do and the kind of all the good work that you do. Well done. We're very appreciative of how you help our youth, especially in respect of this competition. I'm pretty sure there's so much more that the youth engagement team does apart from the beautiful. Vicky, it's been amazing having you. Thank you so much for sharing part of the youth engagement team's work and also for sharing details about the upcoming Queen's essay competition that's coming up very, very soon. We very much look forward to having you back when we have more details. And yeah, until then, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Take good care.